Okay. I don't even know whether to, go ahead. Why?
Turkey or Cornish hens? What you doing?
Cornish hen.
Deep fried, bake, rotisserie.
I would go bake or rotisserie. I don't want to dry.
Which is better because each individual can have a Cornish hen and be good, as opposed to having leftover turkey. Leftover turkey takes up way too much space in the fridge.
It does. And
overrated.
Yes, you can freestyle and make it a sandwich and make it stew. And what else can you do with the turkey?
Or a whole bunch of stuff that you can do, but nobody's doing it.
But nobody's doing it because it's going to sit there.
It's gonna sit there.
Now, the ham's going to get tore up. The Cornish hen, everybody's going to have a piece. Or their own.
Ham or meatloaf?
Ham. You do
Fine,
meatloaf?
no, I'll do neither one.
Oh, I'm about to say
neither one.
meatloaf. What are you, 80? Meatloaf.
What kind of ham?
Oh, not that nasty
that
spiral. Oh, no.
Bone in it,
I need the one with the bone because I'm going to cut the little fat off of it. Like you boil it, or before you boil it, you cut some of the fat, use that fat for your little black eyed peas.
Black eyed peas, okay. Black eyed peas and rice.
To give it a little more seasoning.
Okay.
You use that same little fat for them greens that you was talking about.
Okay. Greens, vegan or meat?
Meat.
Pause.
You go vegan? You go vegan?
I live in Maryland now. We'll put Old Bay in everything.
Okay.
You have Old Bay collard greens?
I have.
Okay.
Because
okay. What are we talking about? Them shits was busting.
I mean, it's alright.
Them shits was busting.
It was alright. It's different. It's something.
Say that.
It's different. I don't know about busting. I don't know. That's just some different shit. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I would. I don't think I would order that. I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that. Sweet potatoes and yams, candy yams.
Man, because I'm healthy, sweet potatoes.
When you say healthy, elaborate. Go ahead.
Not after you.
Because I'm healthy.
Not after I said the whole ham thing, right? Okay. I don't know. Yams just got so much shit in it. It just got too much. I don't want no, what do you call that? The marshmallows and the sugar and all that. That's just too much. It tastes good. Yes. Good. Yes, it tastes good. But that's a lot of damn sugar. That's diabetes, man.
It's 100% diabetes. Definitely going to make grandma foot swell.
The gout, what was that the gout we was talking about?
The gout's going to kick in.
No, the gout is from salt, isn't it?
It's all diabetes. It's all from the sugars. It's all the sugars. It's all in the sugar family.
It's all from the terrible eating.
It's all from the processed foods, and they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that. What was the other joint? Oh, here it is.
Mac and cheese.
No, of course mac and cheese.
No.
We don't get to that. We don't get that. Chill. Cranberry sauce, can or authentic?
I don't think I've ever had authentic.
Cranberry sauce?
Where the hell we getting authentic?
I don't know. One of my earthy cousins did it. I got earthy cousins.
What did they do to it? Like, they made it into, so they
cranberries. They crammed some cranberries and made a sauce. They crammed the cranberries and made a sauce.
Hell no.
It'd be like a real cranberry in there.
But it's still sauce? Oh, no, not with the seeds. No, I don't need all that.
Hey, yo, how you want to eat fruit with no seeds?
With your food? With your food? You want the seeds in the food? You're going to put the cranberry on the stuffing, right? So there's already
it's going to be beside the stuffing.
Beside? You're not. So you just going to eat those separate, and then when the seed comes, you're going to pull that out and, put it on the side of the plate? That'll make sense.
Well, you could just eat the seed. A cranberry seed is not nothing demonstrative. Texture. It's not. It don't really. It's
texture. I don't want weird anything.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Traditional paper plates, aluminum foil on top, or the new school to-go plates. You know how now
the little containers?
They have the DFAT containers and at the house now.
I'm gonna go with the DFAT containers. That way I can fill up the plate and whatever I don't finish. Because sometimes your eyes get bigger than your stomach, and you just start pouring a whole bunch of stuff. Whatever you don't eat, you can take with you.
Okay. When do you make your to-go plate? You make it early or you wait till late? You wait till everybody else ate?
Oh, I ain't greedy. I'll wait till late.
Okay.
I guess it depends on where you at. Are these your people? Is this your family?
I gotta see how
friends?
everybody else is moving because I'm not missing out on that mac and cheese.
But you ain't gonna talk about me when I walk out of here and act like I'm just.
I'm 100% fine with you talking about me. I'm cool with it.
Okay.
I'm cool with it.
I mean, I kind of don't care if you talk about me, but I don't want to be called greedy.
Mac and cheese. Who makes it in your family? Because that's a specific assignment.
It is.
It ain't for everybody.
It is. The husband makes the mac and cheese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I'm not good with mac and cheese. I do the hablo. I do the rice. I do the chicken. I do the stew. I do the Caribbean stuff.
You do the ad-libs.
Yeah.
You don't get on the, you don't actually rap. You don't get no verse off, but you do the ad-libs. You be in the background.
Nigga, the rice is the main.
What?
You need black eyed peas. You need black eyed peas for what is this fall harvest?
Fall harvest.
Yeah. So black eyed peas. Okay, well I'm making that. So that's a main.
White rice, brown rice.
Nigga, peas, like rice and peas.
I know, but what kind of rice?
With white rice.
Or brown rice?
White rice.
Oh, white rice.
Yeah. You don't make black eyed peas with brown rice.
It's 2023, yo. We don't. The traditions is over.
Yeah, I don't know.
The traditions is over. We moving forward.
Works. With brown rice? Why? Because
it's brown and black. For me, it's brown and black rice. I don't want no white rice.
Whatever you do, jasmine rice? No, it's the white. It's healthier.
I don't even know what jasmine for real.
It got less starch, so it's not as starchy. It won't make you bloated.
I'm lying. I live in Baltimore County.
I was about to say.
Shout out to my homegirl Jazz. What up, yo?
Wait, we talking about the homegirl Jasmine or jasmine rice? You don't know any of the other?
I mean, I don't do jasmine rice. I'm not doing that. I don't live in poverty anymore.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. Because I do jasmine rice. I don't think that constitutes poverty. But
it do.
don't.
That shit is like, you can get like 4 pounds of jasmine rice for like $8, yo. Come on, what are we doing? You go to Aldi, that should be on the floor.
What, the grades, you gotta scoop them up? You
gotta
go get you a cup.
Be in a big ass bag on the floor.
What Aldi you go into that you need a cup and you put it in your own little baggie and you measure it, you put it on the scale?
That would be fly. I don't do that.
No. That's another country. That's not the U.S.
Well, that's why I be in the Asian food store. I be in H Mart a lot. So real talk, that's a vibe.
It is a vibe.
African food store. I be in there.
Agreed. Yeah.
I be in there. So
you bring in African dishes to fall harvest? No,
I bring myself and money. You know, I gotta travel. I gotta drive to New York. So more than likely I'm gonna drive to New York. So
when you drive
I'm gonna pay the host. Or if I drive up, I'm gonna drive up the night before.
Okay.
And then I got a truck, so everybody needs something. They need me to do something with the truck.
Yep. So carry pick this up, go kick. Yep.
I got that, and I got $100.
What $100 gonna do in New York?
Not much, but this is my contribution. If I got a whole aunt that's a grown adult over here and she bringing 4 pies, my $100 to the host is the equivalent, is much greater than her and her 4 pies.
Okay, because at least you can keep the $100. Somebody gonna take the damn 4 pies. Somebody gonna take a whole pie.
Bring $100 to the host. Watch how different they treat you. Op4 TV, I'm your host, Uncle Bill from the BX. Today I'm here with my special guest,
Juelz.
What's good? How you feel?
Man, I'm good.
You good?
I'm good. I am. It's been a long day.
You showed up, you showing out, I feel it. The energy is on high.
I was just 4 o'clock this morning.
Cause you still in the army.
It is what it is.
But you almost done though.
Not for long, yes.
Retirement is on the horizon, it's on the brink.
Oof, yeah. It's rough. It's rough.
When you joined, did you ever see this day coming? Did you ever think it was gonna look like this?
No. Honestly, so besides like the rank thing, I thought this era, like this portion of like getting ready to get out, because you think about like part of the E4 Mafia. You saw the E7s and E8 that was getting ready to retire.
They look corny.
Yes, but they got stashed away. Like they did staff duty. They did dumb shit for like the whole time that they were preparing to go out. You know what I mean?
A little bit.
Sort of. Like the ones that were trash.
But
nobody want to keep them.
I think one thing that when we talk about, because we come from the BDU era.
Yes.
The BDU era was a big army,
Yeah.
There was a lot of, you could be trash and you could be hidden amongst the other trash and never be held accountable for the trash that you are.
Agreed.
I
think it's the same way now.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. There's some of that now, but it's not as much as it was before. Before it was a lot.
Why? Because you think people are getting put out?
Yeah, people get put out.
They get exposed.
They get put out, and the exposure depends on who you are if you get exposed or not. But people definitely getting put out.
Yeah.
They get put out early.
All right, fair.
And we see them on Veterans Day. They be at IHOP with us and Applebee's.
You saw them? You saw them at?
Oh yeah.
So they served 4 years in one tour.
My favorite ones. My favorite ones that be serving 4 months. And they say they try to tell you.
That would piss me off. That would make me mad. 4 months.
Don't make the same mistake I made. I got out too early. You don't say.
What you basic is for? I think I was at basic for 4 months. What you mean?
They got thrown out. These are the ones that got caught smoking weed in AIT.
Oh, failure to adapt. Damn, AIT.
Out of here.
Okay.
AIT looking like Snoop Dogg. First weekend pass.
They couldn't adapt. They couldn't adapt. They couldn't change their life over.
Failed the first year analysis. Got
Yo, I probably would have failed my urinalysis at AIT too, because it was probably still in my system. Not because I was smoking.
Okay.
Let's fix that up right quick, because it was still in my system. But damn, 4 months.
I doubt it. No, because you drink way too. That first time.
Well, that's true. And at Jackson, never mind. At Jackson, all you did was drink water.
Yeah.
And you drink water every day, all day, because it was just hot.
And be clear, you never drink that much water in your life.
No.
Yeah. These kids nowadays, they be drinking water. They be really hydrated. Us growing up we didn't get that.
No.
We didn't ever get that. Here we are, retirement though.
Yeah.
What would you tell someone who's, because you retire this coming fiscal year, what would you tell somebody looking to retire fiscal year 26?
Man,
what would you tell them to start doing?
For 26, start right now.
Mm-hmm.
Start right now. I'm still working, so it's a little weird, right?
Okay.
But looking at, man, one, figure out what the heck you want to do, because that's a hard, like, what do you want to do when you grow up situation. And start networking, start trying to find those agencies or those companies and start seeing how that's going to look, right? Because when you start doing your, what ACAP was and now is SFL TAP, it's so much information. It's information overload. You're talking about a week's worth of briefings, and well, some places you can actually do it in person, right? Okay. So that kind of helps. If you have a question, you can stop the instructor and ask, hey, how does this work? But for the most part, here is virtual.
Real quick, for the listeners, ACAP, Army Career Alumni Program.
Yep.
SFL TAP.
Soldier for Life. Soldier for Life. Yep.
TAP.
So TAP is just Transition Assistance Program.
Transition Assistance.
So
Soldier for Life Transition Assistance Program.
Yeah.
That's mad syllables.
It's way too many.
Like
it sounds.
Bum stickity bum stickity bum.
It sounds better.
Army
It sounds
Career
better
Alumni
than
Program.
ACAP, because the rebranding for SFL TAP is more of you are a soldier for life. And so transitioning should just be taking off the uniform and stepping into your new civilian, I guess, the workforce. Okay. But regardless of how many briefings you attend and all the other stuff, like, nobody is preparing you for how to have those conversations, right? Or what is it? How to translate? How to make it? How to make your Army job, right? So your MOS translate into a civilian type job.
Oh, okay.
For finance and HR, like that's simple. You're gonna do budgeting and acquisition and all that stuff. HR, everybody, every company has HR.
Yeah, and it's gonna be the same when you transfer.
A 19 Delta dude. Yeah, 19 Delta, a freaking scout. What do you do in the civilian side?
Oh God.
What are you scouting? Infantryman, all you've done is freaking taking apart weapons and freaking clear buildings. That doesn't translate to regular life. And so what do you do with that? I mean,
here's the thing: if you came through the door, because like you said, you would tell them, all right, if you plan on retiring in 2026, you should start preparing yourself now.
Yep.
Now, if you came in the Army 2026, if you retire in 2026 and say you do a 20, that's going to be completing 22 years. So you came in 2004. If you came in the door 2004 being authentic, being real you, being a good person, not so much a great soldier, you might have had to figure your way through that, but being a good person, there'll be opportunities for you in 2026 when it's time, when you're ready to go. And let me tell you why. When I came in the Army, I wasn't always the best soldier per se, but I was always good at my job. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I was always, I would, yes, like anybody else, I would have personal issues and gripes and discrepancies with people. And, I'm a big personality, you know what I'm saying? So I would get in trouble. But where I'm coming and working at now, the gentleman who hired me, he remembered me.
Okay.
He remembered me from Fort Campbell, Kentucky at 22 years old. And he hired me to get an opportunity at 32. And and Fort Campbell, Kentucky was my second duty station.
So then that's a different advice, right?
Yeah, because most people say prepare, but I would say you're always preparing for what's next. Be, so don't be one of those leaders out there, be a soldier out there that's just a jerk.
Just human. Just a human.
Yeah,
just don't be a terrible human.
And then here's one of the things you hear people say, well, I'm a PCS in 2 years, I ain't got to see these people ever again.
You're sadly mistaken. This world is so big, it's so damn small. At the same time, I have ran into the same, we've known each other 24 years, and we've ran into each other, 24 years, that's a long ass time. You old as hell. Don't scratch that beard, Pookie.
I'm just saying, I need some cartilage in my knees.
I need my hip hurt. I told you my hip hurt first to PT test.
Oh my God, I need a little bit more flexibility and movement in my rotator.
The world is so small, and you're gonna run into people all over again. I always tell people, like, be careful how you treat people. Like, words matter, people matter, relationships matter. And you're going to run into people again, and it's all a matter of how did you treat them when you first met them? Like, and most likely they'll probably be on the opposite side of that coin, right? So if you were in charge and you treated your soldiers like shit, and now they get out the Army and they own businesses, and now you trying to get hired, look at here. Who needs something?
Because that soldier that you put out for failure to adapt.
Yep.
When you was just mad that they smashed your chick.
Damn.
That soldier is not got out the Army and what they did, and they became a sheriff's deputy. So now they're a sheriff's deputy with 10 years in, and your goofy ass putting your application.
So you trying to get hired where? Oh yeah? You need more certifications. You need such and such. You got to buy into this program. They ain't about to just let you walk in.
Done.
That ain't happening.
That's another thing. Let's talk about that. Education.
Yep.
I feel like in the ACAP program, they put a whole lot of emphasis on education, and they was lying to us. Because, especially as enlisted, we go to school.
Yeah.
Especially as black women, y'all go to school. Y'all be having degrees on top of degrees on top of degrees. And I get it. You retired, you got 22 years experience, you got a master's, you got a master's. To be honest with you, in the real world of civilian, nobody cares.
It doesn't. Well,
nobody cares. And
so I disagree
and
partial, right? Depending on what you're trying to get, what kind of job you're trying to get.
Okay, I can see that.
But for the most part, like corporate, large businesses, they want experience because you got 20-something-year-olds. They got masters and are working on their PhDs, but they've never gone out there and actually done the things. They live in the basement at their mama's house. They don't know. They've never done this stuff. So your experience absolutely will beat a lot of these 20-something-year-olds that have a master's degree.
Let me tell you something else though, and another thing that kind of locks in with experience is how much money have you been making. A lot of times with and I know recruiters and people who are tasked to go out and find a specific talent, a specific skill set, they will, a lot of times just coming out of the military, they will lowball you because they know you got a pension already. So they feel like you got a pension. They coming from the Army, they wasn't making that much money in the Army anyway. They not trying to give you too much money because low key, you give somebody a whole bunch of money when they ain't never had nothing, and what's gonna happen?
Yeah, they gonna fucking
You're gonna crash and burn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So having a legitimate, you gotta walk through the door and make it clear that you've been here before. And if you gotta fabricate something and say, yo, I'm here, I'm Juelz, I'm retiring from the Army, and in the Army this is what they paid us, but I got a podcast on the side. I work with Op4 TV, and over there I make 6 figures. Mm-hmm. Now they gonna look at you like, oh God, she out here. she touching the bag. Like they can still lowball you.
Yeah.
But now if they really want you, you made it clear. If you got to that point, now you could be when they put you could kind of let your nuts hang a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And walk away from an opportunity that
I disagree to an extent though, because I'll say for SFL TAP, the briefings that I've listened to, so I've done the week, there's a 1 week briefing, it's a workshop.
Okay. Right,
so it's 5 days, full week, and you're going from 8 in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and no lies, probably like a 30-minute lunch break where I was like, but 30 minutes? What you want me to do in 30? It takes 40 minutes to drive 20 miles, right?
To the real world.
Yeah.
Well, you don't drive no 20 miles. You go in your car, you take a nap for 25 minutes,
bring your goof ass
back to work.
I was on the couch. I laid on the couch.
2-hour lunch breaks. That Army nonsense is over, shorty.
I'm just saying it with the briefs, right? Because it was jam-packed with a lot of information. But they do talk to you about negotiating. They do tell you about negotiating your contracts, right? So when they give you access to all these different websites where you can actually look up jobs, positions, how much they pay, and based on your skills, how you will fit into those roles, right? Good. And so if they're already starting at, let's say whatever the position is, starts at 60, 70,000, it can go up to the 6 figures. Depending on your experience, you can go in that door automatically demanding this, right? But that means your resume's got to be tight, your certifications need to be tight, like all your paperwork that you come in the door with have to be like foolproof so that you can negotiate what you're asking for, so that you don't get lowballed and say, okay, well, because you've been in the Army, you can only get this.
All that stuff is cool, but it depends on who you know. It depends on who you know. That's why people who come here to this Maryland area, they really get, and this is your last duty station, you can really get off because, if you did the right thing and you established networking, you established a team,
and you're a good person. You're a good person. You left some good legacies and lasting memories. You don't treat people like trash. You're trainable, coachable. Like you're willing to learn.
Let's get on the real Juelz. Come on, Juelz. Give them the Juelz. How do they do that?
How do you do what? Just be open-minded, man.
I think it's more than that. I think you gotta reach in your pocket a little bit, and you gotta buy these greedy people donuts. People love donuts,
When you show up at the job interview, you're showing up with donuts?
No.
What are you talking about?
If you're in the military right now and you know you got 2 years left, every so often you come to work and you bring everybody in the office donuts and coffee.
I'm not buying anybody no coffee and donuts. Why?
What you mean why?
You just treat people with freaking decency. You're courteous. You speak.
Man, it's the holiday season. Ain't no one talking about decency and courteous.
Nah, you check
they talking about gifts. What you gonna give me?
I ain't giving you. I'll give you a gift. The people I work with, no. We are going to. We're not going to do a potluck because you can't trust everybody and how they live.
That's part of the issue.
But we're going to have our fall harvest.
Jules, you are the black girl. You gotta let these white people touch your hair.
No.
You gotta let them touch your hair.
Everybody in my office is black or Spanish, so they know better, and that's not happening. Thank God. We are the majority at my job, which is cool. It's cool. Different, but cool. it works. The majority is
so what
Hispanic
are you doing
and black females.
So what? Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what are you doing to set yourself apart? If you don't want to, if you can't bring donuts and coffee in the office every so often.
Yeah, I just treat people right. I do. I treat people right. I care. So
what do you do for that person that's about to retire 17 years in, 18 years in, but they don't have those interpersonal skills like you? They're not multilingual. They don't come from a big family and got a big personality. They don't got all of that. What do you recommend that they do? What do I recommend?
Get out their own freaking little comfort zone and actually take freaking interpersonal skills classes.
Where? They got those on Groupon?
No,
where's interpersonal skills classes at? They got those on a book face? I ain't never ever seen, I ain't never been scrolling interpersonal skills, because a lot of people say I need that. A lot of people say I need that.
For real?
Yeah, people say I need that. They don't even realize that.
You don't have a filter? Or like, I don't know where.
A little both, yeah, kind of, sort of.
But you know how to talk to people. Mm-hmm. Some people just don't even know how to
do it. I choose not to do it right, though. I choose to talk to people wrong. But it works out for me.
You purposely talk to people? Oh.
I'm from the Bronx. Hi, my name is Bill.
I'm from Brooklyn.
Y'all steal.
In the Bronx don't. I don't understand where you're going with this, because that's why I paused, because I was like, wait, excuse me, I am offended. What? And you don't?
How are you going to help them? Interpersonal skills.
Okay.
How are you going to help them? Interpersonal skills.
You know what? It's either interpersonal skills or know your strengths and your weaknesses and stay the hell away from having to be around people. Like, everybody knows whether, right, you got introverts, you got extroverts. You know whether you can deal with working with people and being around people and having to, like, engage with folks. Some people know that's not their thing, and they are not trying to do that.
And if you know that's not your thing,
then you need to stay away from that.
You have to find another way.
Yes.
And I think another way to do it, and it could possibly cost you $40 a month, is to ever so often buy pizza and chicken wings for the office.
How is that going to help you, though?
People are going to, you don't understand how much food resonates with people. What you don't understand that, because you've been in the Army for a while, and when y'all have the thing, what's that, morale and welfare, and you tell the commander, man, and they do the what's the sheet?
The little surveys?
The little surveys, and they tell the commander, we're not happy here. The first thing the commander does, when it's a clear consensus, nobody's happy here, they're going to buy your goofy ass some pizza. And when they buy your goofy ass some pizza, they're like, oh, you know,
I love it here.
It's
you
not
think
so
gonna make
bad.
You say, I love it here?
It's not so bad today.
Because we got pizza and a Coke.
Yo.
From the little Groupon, Little Caesars, $5 pizza.
Oh, if your commander buys you Little Caesars,
I'm not.
You need to leave. That is not the place for you.
No, it's not.
Little Caesars? Every installation has a better pizza place. It's the only
pizza thing I could possibly think of. You're gonna judge me. I don't like pizza. It's un-American, I know. So why?
You from Brooklyn.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
I like how you just do a quote. Yes. I don't like You know why? Because Sbarro's. Remember Sbarro's?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I ate too much pizza as a kid, so I don't like pizza. I'll take the crust though, and just get me some wings. I'm good. It works. It works.
Op4 TV. I'm your host, Uncle Bill from the BX. This is
Juelz.
from BK.
Yup.
Thank y'all.